Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's Bowen. It's cold out here, it's windy, but we are getting a little bit of a break in the super cold, like negative 45-degree feel days. And it's like 40 degrees on this day. So it was a beautiful day to hang some clothes outside and just get a little bit of sunshine. We have been super busy around here with the news that we are going to have a third baby, and we are having a baby girl this time, which we're so excited about. And anytime that I get pregnant, it just like causes a shift in me where I want to improve things that I'm doing. I want to do better. I want to improve myself, improve my systems at home. And that's kind of where I've been. I just have had to take a break from social media, and I really haven't been on Instagram very much either. And I've really determined that Instagram is really not good for my health. It seems to really impact my mental health a lot. And so I really don't know that I can use Instagram. I'm still trying to figure it out if there's any way that I can keep it in my life, but it seems like when I am off of Instagram, I have so much more patience for my kids, so much more patience for my home, myself, my projects. It's just crazy how much my brain shifts. I really struggle with the Instagram app. I get pulled into the reels, I get pulled into watching stories, and I feel like I waste hours and hours a day. And even if I don't like spend a lot of time scrolling, it somehow just impacts my brain to where I can't focus on the things I'm trying to do. So I've really been in this process of trying to declutter my house, get systems in place, get my own day-to-day routine down, like super down to where I'm not thinking about the things I have to do, I'm just doing them. And I'm really close to that point. I have a really good routine going each day, and I feel like I'm just accomplishing so much more. I also don't get as stressed. Like, this clip of my kitchen, like, yeah, there's stuff on the counters. Like, there's dishes I'm cleaning, but this is where I work. This is what I do all day. And I feel like also when I'm on Instagram, I see people's houses like looking perfectly clean and like there's no dishes drying and and I'm like, well, how come I can't have that? Well, how come I always have like this little bit of clutter? And I don't really consider this clutter. This is just these dishes are drying and they need to dry. But I always felt like this pressure of like, I can't have any of this stuff out. Like, I don't know. I'm just kind of going on a ramble zone here, but you get the gist of it. The pressure for everything to be perfect all the time is also off of me now that I'm not really on Instagram. It has freed up my mind to where I feel the capacity to take on things that I really want to do. And one example of that is botanical dyeing or natural dyeing, which is what I'm working on right now. I've been saving avocado peels and pits, and I am going to try to dye some white baby onesies that were hand-me-downs for my other kids, and I'm going to try to dye them and see what happens with that. The other thing that I have noticed is that I feel dopamine from everyday tasks. I actually like to wash the dishes. I like to see them get clean and sparkling and put away. It's like enjoyable. And before, I would dread this task or be angry that I had to do it or wish someone else would do it. And it's like, just do it. Just do it. It's not that big of a deal. And then the other thing, so you see in the picture that I have Dawn dish soap, and I switched over to Dawn dish soap because honestly, guys, like the natural dish soap was not cutting the grease, and it also has made the process so much more enjoyable. We have also had time to get into a new thing in the kitchen, which is fresh ground grains. I've been wanting to do this for a really long time, and I finally have just dove into it. I feel like that's how I learn. I just have to start. So I have a book on it, and I got a mock mill, and we're just kind of going for it at this point. And it's been really fun, and we like everything that we've made so far. The rush of the morning has pretty much waned, and we're kind of in that sweet spot in the middle of the day where kids are occupied, quiet time is happening, baby's asleep, all those things. So this is when I get to do things that I want to do. And today I wanted to pause and show y'all some of the thrift finds that I got on my latest thrift haul because I'm so excited about them. First things first, I found a real sheepskin rug. So this is interesting. I paid $7 for this. It's not a pelt to where it's like the leather on the back. I was a little scared to buy it because it was rolled up and I couldn't see what it looked like on the inside. But I decided to gamble because, you know, honestly, like a Starbucks coffee is $7 a cup. So I'm like, well, I can try to get a sheepskin rug. So it just needs a little attention. So I am gonna like comb through it with dog brushes. That's what it says to do on the back. Just comb through it and apply some water. And it says that adding water will actually improve it over time. It's so interesting working with natural fibers and like learning about them, but this is literally from a sheep. It can be fixed. It's a natural fiber. So I'm really excited for this. I really wanted to buy a sheep skin pelt for the baby's room, and I still might. It still might be in my budget later on, but I just feel like you can't have enough of these, especially in a cold climate. So this will either maybe end up being the one for her room, or I may use it in my office because that room is like really cold because it's on a north wall. So I don't know. There's endless possibilities for this, and I'm really excited. So I'm gonna work with that in a few minutes. I got a couple of different wool items. So this one is really cool. It is one of those like ponchos, but it's lamb's wool, so it's pretty soft. It has the fringe. To be honest, this is not really my style, but I got it for my mom, who is gonna love it, and I think it'll just like look really good on her. She'll probably see the video before I get it sent to her, but who knows. I also picked up, this is a 100% cashmere sweater. It is not in the best shape, to be honest. I was thinking about making a hot water bottle cover with it and just trying it out. If it was like in better condition and wasn't so stretched out, I wouldn't be so quick to cut it up, but it's really not in great condition. Not like the fibers are okay, it's just like the neckline is stretched out and I don't know. So I think it would be a good potential for a hot water bottle cover. I got this whole stack of baskets. It was a good basket day yesterday. I love this one with the handle. I got this one that's like a mini laundry basket, and I think I'm gonna use this one for a gift, a baby shower that'll be coming up. I know a lot of people having babies, so I'm like, baskets are perfect things for gifts because they're literally just as expensive as buying like a gift bag. Okay, coming out of the dryer are some of the things that I picked up. So this one's really funny, but I don't care. It is a old nightgown, and it's 100% cotton and has like this little lace thing on it. And it's like in good shape though. It's not like very worn out. It just looks like the best postpartum little thing where I'm like, I don't care if it gets blood on it. I don't care if it, you know, I just don't care because it was $3. So I picked it up because I had some gowns from another friend that like passed down all her postpartum clothes to me, and I've worn them and like they are very worn out. To be honest, they are like, they need to be rags at this point. This is just a plain linen shirt. I tried it on, it looks pretty good. I think it'll be good in summer when I'm like max pregnant or postpartum. It's just a yellow button down and it's really cute. I always buy linen, like I just buy it. There's always a use for it, to be honest. This is a light green one. It's an XXL. It does not fit like an XXL. It fits just fine. Vintage sizing is so strange, but also linen is very forgiving and you can wear things oversized, I think, without it looking strange. And anyway, since I'll be pregnant in the summer, it will work. I can put it over a dress, or I can, you know, wear it with shorts, whatever. This one is in rough condition. It needs mending, but I'm gonna try it on later and see if I like the style of it. Something I've learned about linen is that the style of the shirt plays a big impact on how the linen lays on your body. And here's the thing about linen. I've had comments about, oh, your clothes are so wrinkled. Have you ever ironed linen? You can iron it and it immediately wrinkles again. That's linen. The more you wear it, the better it gets. It like falls better. But also the cut of the shirt has a lot to do with how it falls and how it looks. Some linen shirts are just bad cuts. And those are the ones that I use for other things. Like I can use them in my quilts, other things. So this one might be for quilting or making something else like a bonnet or a little baby romper, something that will do better with linen. And yeah, like I said, it has some holes. I can't remember where, but I did see a couple holes when I picked it up. So that's probably why someone got rid of it, but it's still, there's a lot of good fabric here. And linen is hard to get. I can't get it in my town. They don't carry a lot of linen and it's expensive. So anyway, this was kind of out of character, but now that I'm having a girl, I'm like, all the pink, please. This is cotton pink corduroy. This is a very worn out shirt, but again, it's good fabric, like very soft, just good fabric. So I may use it for another project. Cute little top for fall. I'm sort of building capsule type wardrobes where I have like my spring, my summer, my fall, my winter, and I don't have a lot of fall colors and fall things. So I got this shirt to put in my fall bin, and it has like, you know, nice sleeves, good body. It didn't have a tag, but I can tell with certainty that it's a cotton gauze, and so I was confident with getting that. If it's a weird cut, I can always use the fabric for something else. I got this for the little girl. Oh, it is a newborn gown. It's very bright. These gowns with these like open, like stretchy open bottoms, I feel like are so helpful if you have a hospital stay, because they check on the baby a lot and there's just like a lot of needing to get access to the baby's body. So I got one of those for the hospital days. Lastly, I found a cute little cotton bubble, what do they call these, like poplin suits. This is so cute, and it's all cotton. $2, and it doesn't have a size in it, but if I had to guess, it would be like a 6-month size, somewhere in there. So I imagine that she will be able to fit into this during Christmas and Valentine's Day, which is the plan. That concludes most of it. I got 100% silk Eddie Bauer base layer shirt that I was so excited to find. It has the coolest design on it. It looks like pointel cotton. It doesn't have holes, but it has that vibe. And it was 100% silk. And I was like, that was the first thing I found. And I got so excited because for some reason this pregnancy, I've been super sensitive to texture. And I haven't wanted to wear some of my wool unless it's like cashmere, which isn't really like me. So I feel like it has something to do with the pregnancy. I hear the baby crying, so I'm gonna have to pause this and catch you later. Another thing that I have found the time for is some sewing and quilting, as you can tell. So I've never made a quilt. I have watched my grandmothers make quilts. I grew up around quilting, and I know how to sew clothes, so it seems simple enough. I'm sure there are some intricacies I don't know about, but I'm just diving into it like I do most things. And I almost have all of my patches cut out. I am doing a mostly linen quilt from linen scraps that I have from different linen projects. I've been able to do mostly yellow and like some pink in the quilt. And then I have done a few small cotton patches to like add in some colors and patterns. Something that has helped me to make time for sewing is to have an area to sew. I have a little area in one of our bedrooms. It's just a small corner, but I leave my supplies out so that I can just come here when I want and sew, whether it's 20 minutes, an hour. I just do it because it's already all out and ready to go. And no, it's not like the most perfectly kept little space. It gets messy. I have a son that's really interested in sewing, so he'll come in and just cut up scrap fabric and pin fabric. And it's something that we've been kind of almost doing together. And that's been really fun for us to do that together, where he can be in there with me and he's old enough to be in there with me. And I'm starting to let him guide the machine while on my lap, of course, and I'm pressing the pedal for him. But it's been fun for us. So that kind of concludes this video. I just am really thankful to be in this headspace where I just feel such an improvement and I want to keep improving. Hopefully I can film some nesting videos, some baby videos. If there's anything around that you would like to see, let me know. I was thinking maybe something about nutrition. I tried to film a what I eat in a day in the first trimester, and I'm going to see if I can find that footage and put it together, but I don't know that it was very great footage. But maybe a video on something about that would be fun. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.